Have you ever wondered, who exactly put the moon there? Why do scientists believe it shouldn't even exist in that spot? Think about it. Something that huge has been hanging above our heads for as long as humans have existed, and it's always facing us with the same side. It has witnessed life crawl out of the oceans, from primitive prokaryotic cells, all the way to humans walking on land. We're so used to seeing it there, that we've stopped questioning it. But the moment astronomers began taking the moon seriously, problems appeared. What exactly is the moon? Its diameter is 1/4 that of Earth, and its mass is 1/81st of Earth's. In the planetary family of the solar system, this ratio is absolutely unique. Completely unreasonable. It's like a lion walking around with a half-grown cheetah as its sidekick. It just doesn't follow the rules. Even stranger, data from seismometers left by the Apollo missions showed that when the moon is struck by a meteor, it rings like a giant bell for hours. This phenomenon sparked an unbelievably wild idea. The moon might be hollow, and with its nearly perfect circular orbit and its bizarre tidal lock that makes it forever show only one face to Earth, these clues alone were enough to overturn common sense. Could it be an observation outpost watching Earth? A cosmic coincidence left behind after the Big Bang? Or the only surviving witness of a universe-level collision? To figure out what this familiar yet mysterious sphere really is, we have to start with the earliest bold thinker. His name was George Darwin. Yes, he was the son of the famous biologist Charles Darwin, and he proposed a wildly dramatic idea. He believed that billions of years ago, Earth was a rapidly spinning fireball, its surface covered entirely by molten lava. It was rotating so fast that the centrifugal force stretched the whole planet into the shape of a rugby ball, and in one careless moment, it spun so violently that a huge chunk of Earth was flung off into space. That chunk became the moon. Quite an image, isn't it? A daughter flung away by her own parent. But immediately, problems arose. Exactly how fast did Earth have to spin to throw away something that big? After several rounds of precise calculations, the answer came out. Earth would have needed a rotation period of just 2.5 hours. That's impossible. No physical model can support such insane rotational speed. Even worse, chemical analysis, the DNA test of celestial bodies, showed that the moon is severely lacking in iron. Earth, the supposed mother, is full of it. Their ingredients simply don't match. So the fission theory was dismissed. Alright then, if Earth didn't give birth to the moon, did it capture it? After all, in astronomy, a big enough object can trap a smaller one passing by. So scientists imagined this scenario. A wild, wandering moon drifting through space accidentally fell into Earth's gravitational trap. Maybe it just wanted to pass through, but ended up getting stuck for billions of years. Sounds plausible. Many moons of Mars and Jupiter were captured this way. But before anyone could celebrate, celestial mechanics experts poured cold water on the idea. This wasn't capturing a moon. It was like catching a supersonic bullet with your bare hands. To capture an object that massive into a nearly perfect circular orbit without destroying it is so improbable that the odds might as well be zero. And then came the fatal blow. Oxygen isotope data revealed that Earth and the moon were born from the same region of the solar nebula. The moon wasn't some wandering foreign object. It was local. With both fission and capture theories overturned, astronomers were stunned. Still, the evidence hinted at something key. If Earth and moon share chemical origins, maybe they were siblings. So the third theory was proposed, the co-formation hypothesis. What if they were twins? Two celestial bodies forming side by side from the same giant cloud of dust and gas, one larger, one smaller. This perfectly explained why their DNA seemed similar. For a while, scientists felt convinced this must be the answer. But then the old contradictions reappeared, this time even sharper. If Earth and moon were twins, why does Earth have a massive iron core, while the moon barely has one at all? Why would one twin develop a huge metallic heart, while the other is like an underdeveloped sibling? It made no sense. Once again, the theory was thrown out. Fission, capture, co-formation, all discarded. The scientific investigation had hit a dead end. And then, as scientists puzzled over Apollo lunar samples and those eerie, bell-like moonquakes, a bold, unsettling idea emerged. The moon might be an artificial structure, a massive spacecraft. Don't laugh yet. This moon as a spaceship hypothesis wasn't random. It tried to explain every clue that mainstream science couldn't. First, why does the moon appear hollow? Because a spacecraft with a reinforced shell and internal cavities would behave just like that when struck. Second, why is the moon so disproportionately large? Because if it were designed as an observation base, it would need room for equipment, structure, and reinforcement. Third, why does the lunar surface contain titanium, chromium, antimony, high melting point, high-strength metals, used in advanced spacecraft? Why would these metals concentrate on the moon's surface? All of these strange coincidences seem to point toward one chilling possibility. A super-advanced civilization placed the moon in Earth's orbit on purpose. Admit it, this theory is thrilling, but science demands imagination and proof. And as better data came in, the spaceship theory collapsed. First, the moon isn't truly hollow. It rings because its interior is unusually dry and rigid. Lacking Earth's water-fractured crust and tectonic plates, seismic waves travel cleanly, like striking a giant solid rock, not because it's empty, but because it's intact. Second, those exotic metals are real, but their isotope ratios match natural solar system formation perfectly. None show signs of artificial refinement. So the spaceship theory, as fascinating as it is, was sent back to the hangar of science fiction? Then what's the truth? Not born from Earth, not captured, not twins, not artificial. What is left? All the discarded theories, left behind fragments, its unusual size, its missing iron core, its similar yet mismatched composition. Combined together, they point to something far grander and far more violent than any science fiction story. To uncover the truth, we must go back to the scene of a cosmic-scale crime that occurred 4.5 billion years ago. This is the giant impact hypothesis, today's leading scientific explanation. It's no gentle family drama. It's a cosmic epic of destruction and creation. Roll the clock back. The main characters, the proto-Earth, Gaia, and the mysterious intruder, a Mars-sized planet. Scientists named Theia. The early solar system was like a chaotic pool hall of planets. Theia didn't collide head-on. It struck Earth at a razor-sharp angle. In that instant, the heavens shattered. Theia was obliterated. Earth's mantle was ripped open, and trillions of tons of molten rock were blasted into space, forming a glowing, deadly ring around Earth. Picture it. Destruction and beauty intertwined. But from annihilation came creation. These fragments clumped together under gravity and rapidly merged, becoming the moon we see today. This theory explains everything perfectly. Why the moon is so big? Because it came from a planetary scale collision. Why it's low in iron? Because only Earth's mantle was ejected, not its core. Why Earth and moon have similar chemistry, yet not identical? Because Theia contributed part of the mixture. A beautiful closed loop. The motive, the process, the result, all aligned. Case closed. Or so it seemed. Just as scientists prepared to open the champagne, Apollo lunar samples revealed a tiny detail that flipped the entire story. The first flaw, Theia's ghost. Earth and moon's chemical similarity was too high, almost too perfect, as if the moon was nearly all Earth, not a blend of Earth and Theia. Where did Theia's genes go? Did it evaporate like a ghost? To explain this, scientists proposed an even more extreme idea. The impact was so energetic that both planets vaporized into gas before recombining. Solve one mystery, create a bigger one. Second flaw, missing volatiles. The moon is far too dry, way drier than models predict. Where did all the extra volatile elements go? No one knows. Third flaw, impossible temperatures. Isotope studies suggest the moon formed at temperatures even hotter than our wildest simulations allow, meaning the crime scene was more violent than current physics can describe. Even the best theory isn't perfect. The moon remains a silent witness, still guarding its deepest secrets. One impact, two worlds transformed. A cosmic disaster that became the cradle of life, because that collision gave Earth stable seasons, a giant gravitational bodyguard, and tidal cycles that nurtured early life. Look up at the sky today. You're not just seeing a lonely orphan of a catastrophe. You're seeing a monument to the event that shaped our world, a stepping stone toward humanity's future among the stars, and a symbol of our unquenchable curiosity.